Welcome back to the Cave of Wonders, Dreamwalkers. I am your Sith Lord, Callous for Lord Callous TV. And this is another rancorous recap and review. Now today I want to talk about Season 1 and Episode 16 of The Bad Batch entitled Kamino Lost. So let's talk about it. Part 2 of the Bad Batch finale begins with the Empire's destruction of Kamino's capital. This is right where Episode 15 left off, with the Batch struggling to escape. Now, Admiral Rampart watches aboard his Star Destroyer above the devastating and unrelenting cannon fire. Unlike previous episodes, there are no cameos to be seen in this finale. Instead, the focus is on Clone Force 99, where it should be, and their strained relationship with Crosshair, their brother. In true George Lucas fashion, this story is about family, and throughout the episode you can feel the conflict between Hunter and Crosshair, the acts of kindness from Omega in spite of her brother's callous behavior, and in the end, it's all about having the free will to make the choices we make and then living with that reality. If you come here expecting to see a finale akin to that of The Mandalorian Season 2, you will be disappointed. Kamino Lost does not deliver any jaw-dropping or tear-inducing moments to bring us into Season 2. There is tension, however, and the lingering question of what is to come of Crosshair. So as the Batch tries to escape the bombardment, a blast destroys the room they're in, and Crosshair is caught beneath some debris. The group is divided as a door closes, sealing Omega and AZ on the other side with Crosshair. As the room begins to flood with water, Omega struggles to free her brother with the help of her little droid. I thought this scene did well to speak to Omega's growth as a character. She was selfless and decisive. Ultimately, Crosshair is freed and they are able to rejoin the rest of the Batch once they manage to pry the blast door open. But the destruction continues and they sink deeper into the ocean. Visually, these are some of the best scenes in the episode. The cinematography continues to amaze me, and as we watch Tipaka City descend beneath the waves, Omega recognizes that they have landed on top of the underwater passage, which leads back to the Marauder. Crosshair takes this opportunity to mock Hunter for allowing Omega to make a decision for the group, seeing it as a failure in Hunter's leadership. But the Batch is a team and they trust Omega's instincts and her ability to quickly analyze the situation. This scene continues to impress as Clone Force 99 flees through the tunnel, and we get a sense of how vast the seas of Kamino truly are, and like Naboo, how enormous the underwater creatures can be. We also watch as Wrecker, Tech, and Crosshair have a moment. Wrecker, being the kind heart that he is, says that they would have taken him back, and Tech, dealing in absolutes, states the obvious, letting Crosshair know that he has always been severe and unyielding, with or without the inhibitor chip. Now when the group finally reaches Nala Se's private lab, they find the tunnel forward has collapsed. Now, this frustrates Crosshair and he blames their bad luck on Omega, a child. She tries again to make a connection with her brother, but he dismisses her, so they contrive a plan using the medical pods in the lab as airtight flotation devices to reach the surface, with AZ guiding them through the debris like a minefield. Only the droid's power cell is depleting, so it's a risky plan at best. Without another option, they take the gamble, but as they are ascending, Omega's pod is struck by a piece of debris, sending her back down to the ocean floor. AZ quickly chases after her despite his failing battery, and he manages to cut her free. And as he guides her pod up towards the surface, his battery finally gives out. Satisfied that she will be safe, he lets go and sinks down into the depths of the ocean. But Omega is unwilling to leave anyone behind. She opens her pod and dives to save her friend. Meanwhile, her brothers watch frantically from the surface in their open pods. Before Hunter can dive in to save her, Crosshair uses a grapple attachment on his rifle to pull the two to safety, repaying his debt from earlier in the episode when the two saved him from drowning. Or perhaps he was just acting as any older brother would. Now, on the landing platform with the Marauder, the group stares out to the horizon, watching as their former home smolders beneath the surface. Hunter tries one more time to have his brother join them, but Crosshair refuses, choosing to remain loyal to the Empire. Omega also says her goodbyes, and the batch board their ship and take to the stars. And in a final scene for the season, we watch as Nalase arrives at an Imperial base. She is greeted by an officer with the all-too-familiar insignia that has many of us speculating that she has been brought to Wayland, to the cloning facility in Mount Tantus from the Heir to the Empire novels. And that is where this story and this season end. Now, this episode, as well as the first season, has been a success in my opinion. I felt like this show started strong and finished the same way. Unlike Rebels and even Clone Wars, which struggled to find their rhythm for me in the first few episodes. Granted, there were some fillers in the middle, but overall I was pleased with the execution. I'd been saying from the beginning that I hoped Crosshair would not rejoin the group this season, if at all, and we saw that happen with this finale. I have some questions for Season 2 though. Thrawn, Sabayoth, Grogu, Boba Fett, Fennec Shan, Tanway, Orn Free Ta, but I'll be patient. And you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of this episode and Season 1? Are you looking forward to Season 2? What are you most looking forward to in Season 2? And don't forget, if you're new here to the channel, subscribe and hit that like button. Then turn on notifications and join the Dreamwalkers on our galactic YouTube journey. Now I'd like to thank my channel members, John Matrix, Rhodes Rants, Biggles Metz, Callisto Arcus, Keaton Haas, Drunk 3PO, Rob Heaston, Lord Vito, Daryl the Derelict, RC from the NYC and Ords board. Thank you all so much for your support. Always remember, peace is a lie. There's only passion. Through passion I gain strength, and through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory, and through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. That is why I do what I love, and I hope you love what I do. This has been another rancorous recap and review. Until next time.